Assalamu alaikum. My name is Duabaji and I will be presenting the Fibonacci search algorithm. These are the contents that I will be covering in this video. First is I'm going to tell you the basic information about Fibonacci sequence. Then what is Fibonacci search algorithm and how does it work, and then in the last I will tell you its pseudocode with time complexity. Fibonacci sequence is a series of numbers where each number is a sum of two preceding numbers. In this sequence, we have first these two numbers 0 and 1. These two numbers are the constants. We will start our sequence from here. What does the sum of two preceding numbers means? It means that we will take the current number and then the previous of the current number, and we will add those two numbers, and the next number will be our the other number of the sequence. For example, let me take this 1. 1 is our current number. Its previous number is 1. So if we will add 1 plus 1, it will create 2. Now 2 is our current number and 1 becomes our previous number. Then we will add 2 and 1. That will create 3. At the same thing, 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 3 is 8, and so on. This is how the Fibonacci sequence goes. Now, Fibonacci search algorithm. What is Fibonacci search algorithm? Fibonacci search algorithm is a comparison-based technique. It's a very similar to binary search, if you know what binary search is. The difference is that Fibonacci search algorithm uses Fibonacci numbers to search an element in a sorted array. Fibonacci numbers, the sequence that we learned about just before this, plays a very important part in this searching algorithm. Now, second thing is it uses the divide and conquer strategy, and the basic requirement of Fibonacci search algorithm is that arrays should be sorted in ascending order. Because if the array is not in ascending order, the result will not be the accurate result. Now we have the pseudocode of this algorithm. To explain that how this pseudocode works from 1 to 7th line, I will tell you it with an example. So let me get to the example. Now let me tell you that how exactly does this searching algorithm works. I have taken an example of this array to tell you that how we're going to search using this algorithm. Fibonacci sequence plays a very big part in this, so keep that in mind, okay? Now let's take an example of this array. This array is of length 0 to 19, means 20. And this is our target. Our target is to find the 31. 31 is at the index 10. Okay, we don't know that right now, so we will start it from the very beginning. How does it work? Our current index is 0 and our offset is -1. We keep the offset -1. It means that offset belongs from outside the array and 0 is our current index. Okay, now how does this work? Let me start. Length of an array. Our length of an array is 20. We will check in the Fibonacci series and pick the larger number than 20, which is we will pick one number from the Fibonacci sequence and then we will move backwards. Means we will move to the left side of the sequences. Let me tell you how. First, I need slightly larger number than 20, and the slightly larger number than 20 is 21 in the sequence. So I have chosen 21. 21 becomes n, 13 becomes n minus 1, and 8 becomes n minus 2 for me. Okay, now this is the formula that I will be using. The formula is current is equals to minimum offset plus n minus 2 comma 19. 19 is the last index that remains constant. So 19 will not be changing. Here our offset is -1 that we declared from the very beginning, and then n minus 2 is 8. So -1 plus 8 will be 7. Now we will check that what value at the 7th index exists. At the 7th index we have 25. We have 25. Now we will be checking that if the value that we have now on the given index matches to the target, if it is greater than the target, less than the target, or is it equal to the target. So 31 is greater than the 25. 31st is our target and 25th is our value right now that we are standing on. So if the value is smaller than the target, then we will ignore the elements between offset and current. What does this mean? This is our offset, this is our offset, and this is our current. So all the elements between offset and current, including the current value, we will ignore all these values. Why? Because this array is sorted. Every element that you are going to uh, insert in Fibonacci search algorithm will be sorted. So that means that if the targeted value is greater than the index value, it means that there is no chance that there will be the value before this. So we will just ignore it. How will we ignore it? This is how. How will we ignore it? If the value is smaller than the target, then the value of offset is equals to current. This means if our targeted value is greater than the value that we have received in the index, our offset becomes the current value. Means here our offset was -1 and our current becomes 7. So now our offset will be 7 too. Okay. Offset is 7 and current is also 7. This means that both will be same. Both will be equal. No longer need to check the values before offset. Now, as I told you that we will be moving backwards in the Fibonacci sequence. First, we had 21 as our n value. Now we will move 1 backward and now 13 will become our nth value. Then 8 will be n minus 1 and 5 will be n minus 2. Then again we will put these values in the formula. Offset is now 7. So 7 is now my offset. N minus 2 is 5. 7 plus 5 is 12. Now we will check the value on the 12th index, which is 38. Since 38 is larger than the targeted value, that is 31, that means that the target is between offset and the current. At this point, the offset will remain unchanged. This means that our value that we need, the target, is between the current index and the offset. So our offset is here. You can see our offset is 7 and our and our current index is 12. And our targeted value is between these indexes. So yeah, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that means that our offset will remain unchanged. Offset was 7 as we declared it here. It will remain unchanged. The 7 will remain 7 and then we will start over again. Again, how? We will move backward. We move from 21st to 13. Now 13 to 8. 8 will be our n. 5 will be n minus 1 and 3 will be n minus 2. Again, we will put these values in the formula. 7 plus 3. 7 plus 3 is equals to 10. Now we will check the value on the 10th index. The value on the 10th index is 31st and our target was 31st. We will put this into the condition and check that if the targeted value is equals to 31, it is. And if it is true, then we will return the index 10, value 31st. This is simply how the Fibonacci searching algorithm works. Now I hope that after understanding that how does it exactly works, you can understand the pseudocode. Here, as I told you that current will be 0, offset is -1 from the very beginning, initialization. Then we will find the Fibonacci number larger than the length of an array, save it as our n value. Take the Fibonacci number 2 positions before n, save it is n minus 1 and n minus 2. Okay. Then current, this is the formula that I put, and these are the conditions that we will check, that whether if the current value is equal to the target, then the search is done. If not, check if it is greater or it is less. Then we will assign move backwards and then repeat the step 3 to 6 again till we have this condition true, that is current value is equals to target. We will repeat this. It is going on into the loop.